From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, it looks like we are going to see the peak of the cooling trend I've been talking about today. After today, though, we are going to see an increase in those temperatures. So we've got a warming trend the rest of the week after today going into the weekend. We're also talking about the potential for mountain showers and thunderstorms. I think the coast should remain dry, but some of the inland areas may see some thunderstorms here, in particular Weaverville, even places, the inland areas of Del Norte and Humboldt counties. Now we're also talking about this heat wave, these warmer temperatures, most likely starting this weekend and lasting through next week. And what that means is temperatures upper 90s to just a little over 100 degrees here for pretty much all of next week. All right, so we take a look at our forecast for today. Temperature is going to be right around 90. I think we'll struggle to get out of the 80s today for many of us in the inland areas, and not to mention Trinity County. And for the coast, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-60s. All right, so we take a look at Trinity County. As I mentioned, even Weaverville, Hayfork, just barely getting into that 90-degree mark. Otherwise, Lewiston about 88 degrees for that daytime high. And here's a look at your trend. So again, today's the peak of the cooling trend. Goes back up to over 100 degrees by Sunday. We'll most likely be around 100 degrees or so through the rest of next week. So this is going to be a prolonged heat wave that's heading our way without much relief through at least next week. Now we do have some moisture coming into Southern California by Thursday. That's going to bring places like Fresno, Bakersfield, maybe a chance for some thunderstorms. But that moisture will be moving northward into Northern California by Saturday. Now you see these little green areas? That's just a chance for showers, maybe some scattered thunderstorms. That's for everyone, including the valley of Northern Sacramento Valley, including the inland areas, including the mountains. But I think the coast will most likely dodge these thunderstorms. That's the case again on Sunday. And then as we go into Monday, still some activity out there. But by Tuesday, it looks like the activity will die out. And we'll be looking at drier conditions at that point. Now let's talk about our visibility here. It looks like we could see a little bit of patchy clearing out there this afternoon, but maybe a little difficult in many spots. We start Thursday morning off with those foggy conditions, and it may begin to burn off, especially to the north around places like Crescent City. But most of Humboldt County looking to kind of stay socked in with some of those low clouds. Here's what we have with our wave heights as we take you into Thursday. They actually start to increase a little bit here, but shouldn't be by much. But we're going from about 4 to 5 feet to upwards of about 6 feet. So your marine forecast for today. Your winds will be from the northwest at 5 to 10 knots. Waves from the northwest at 4 feet at about 5 seconds. Now, your high tide is at 8 o'clock this morning and your low tide at 12:35 this afternoon, and there are no advisories. All right, so here's a look at your forecast for your Wednesday. As I mentioned, just barely getting to that 90-degree mark for most of us in Trinity County and the inland areas. Trinity Center, though, high of 87, 83 in Ruth. How about Garberville, high of 79, 73 for Shelter Cove, 66 in Eureka, and there's Trinidad with a high of about 74 degrees. Now here's your 7-day outlook. Now look at this. As we go into Hoopa and Weaverville, chance for thunderstorms Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I think that chance will pretty much move on out by the time we do get into Tuesday. But look at the temperatures too. So you'll notice today's the peak of the cooling trend. They start to go up. And then there you can see by Saturday, upper 90s. Over 100 degrees for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and that trend will probably last through next week. And looking at your 7-day forecast for Eureka, mid-60s through Saturday, but it even warms up a little bit for the coast as well. And I got to tell you, it's not out of the question for some of us to see 70 degrees along the coast here, especially for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.